Okay, so in this tutorial, we are going to be making some just Valentine lollipop holders. So quick and easy, cute little idea to get out to classmates, students, or just some friends or kids. So I found this one within Cricut Access. So if you have Cricut Access, you can go over to projects and I'm going to type in Valentine lollipop up at the top there, and you'll see a couple different ones, lollipop holders and stuff come up. I just clicked on this one, the heart lollipop holder. Okay, and then you just hit customize for it to come up on the canvas there. Okay, so I'm going to make this one, and then I'm also going to make one from Creative Fabrica. I've talked about this site a lot. I love it. I have a year subscription for it. It's like $60 right now for the whole year, and they have tons of stuff. So I'm going to come in here and again type Valentine lollipop holder. Okay, and I'm always a fan of the gnomes. They're just so cute. But they have this bundle here, and when you have the subscription, you get everything for free. So you can download anything you want anytime. Get it down here. Okay, so I'm just going to click on him, and you see it doesn't have a charge here because I have the subscription. So I'm just going to click on download, and then when it automatically opens up, I'm going to click on extract all and just extract. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into design space, and I'm going to come over here because I'm going to upload it. So I'm going to click on the upload button over here on the left, and then I'm going to upload image and click on browse, and then I'm going to go into the Valentine known lollipop. I have two of them, so hopefully this is the one that's downloaded. And then I'm going to click on this one, which is the SVG. It also comes with a PNG and the EPS. And this is, mine says Microsoft Edge because that's what I'm using. That's what my SVGs say. So I'm just going to double click on that, and it automatically brings it in. And I'm just going to click on upload, and then I'm going to click on it again and click add to canvas. Okay, so now I have both of these cute little holders here. So this one, my lollipops, I have one that's a heart shape that's a little over an inch, about an inch and a half. So I'm just going to zoom in here and just measure my hole. So I'm just going to put it over so I can see it's about at the 2-inch line right here, and it goes over to about 3. So I need it a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to drag that corner and make it so it goes over about the 3.5-inch there. Okay, so I have about a 1.5-inch circle in here. And then we can add on personalization here if we want to. So I can add like 2 to Ava. And let's come change the name. And you can go into your Cricut fonts or your system fonts. Okay, I'm going to come into Cricut, and then I'm going to actually filter it to writing fonts here. I'll use a pen, so I'm going to click on that. And the ones that can write can come up, so I'm going to click on a perfect day here. See, that comes up. We are going to click on advanced and ungroup to the lines. So now I'm just going to move these around here. Maybe decrease the letter space. Oops. I want to decrease the letter space. Make it bigger, smaller, whatever you want to do. Okay, and then I'm going to add another text box and put love Amy. Again, advanced, ungrouped to lines. You can always just do 2 text boxes also. Okay, so now that I have it like this, I'm going to click on Actually, it's kind of easier to do it over in the panel over here. So I'm going to click on this one on that right side panel. I'm going to hold down my shift and then come down to the 2, and that will grab all of them. I'm just going to click on all of those so those are selected there. And I'm actually going to group these first. So I'm just going to click on the group up here. Okay, so now that I have my wording, I need to attach it to this. I'm going to click on this and ungroup it. And I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to click on that back one. I'm going to hide that back one. And over here, I'm going to hide this double line there. So you can hide layers just by clicking on these eye icons over here. And then I'm going to use my cursor and drag it over both of these. And now I need to click on attach, so the pen knows where to write. So now that that is there, okay, so you always have to attach when you're using the pen or the foil or anything like that. So now that that is there, I'm going to come and unhide my heart. And this heart, and then we're going to move that back up there. And unlock this one. Okay, so now I have all of this ready to go. I'm just going to group it again so I don't mess it up. So I'm just use my cursor to drag it across there and click on group. Okay, so this cute guy I'm going to put around a dum-dum. So that one is not very big. It's only actually a little bit less than an inch. So I'm just going to try to measure him. Put him on 7 line. 8, so that actually should be good because he's a little bit less than an inch there. Okay, so I am not going to put any cinnamon on this one, but you definitely could, just like I did with this one. Just add some writing text and attach it to the heart or the hat, whatever you want to do. Okay, so now that I have it, I'm going to go to make it. And you'll see it split everything into all my different mats. Okay, so I'm going to continue this, and it's going to connect to my Explorer, and then we're going to start cutting out. Okay, so you can see it's connected to my Air 2, and I'm just going to select medium cardstock, and we're just going to follow what it's telling me to cut out. So the first one is the gnome background, the white one. So I just went into my scrap bin and found a whole bunch of different scraps here. So I'm just placing this on a mat and using my brayer to make sure it's nice and stuck. Okay, so my arrow is blinking, so I'm going to push my mat up to where it stops. Push on that light, and then when my C starts blinking, press that one and let that cut out. Okay, so when my machine pauses, my arrow will start blinking, so I unload that one. And then I'm going to peel off the paper from the mat. And this helps prevent it from curling up too much. So this one is going to go in there. So in all these circles and extras that you cut out, you can definitely use that for another project. So then my next one is this red heart. So I'm just going to place, and I can put any color on here, it doesn't matter. Again, I just went through my scraps, found some. Put that in and let that one cut. Okay, again, lights blinking. Take that out. So I'm just going to go down each mat and continue to do what it tells me. This next one looks like the hands of the gnome. So again, like I said, went through my scraps. So these little projects are great for all the scraps. And obviously if you want to make a whole bunch at one time, you just increase that project copies and it will cut a whole bunch of the same thing out on each mat. Okay, so I'm going to fast forward through the next few. I'll show you when we get to the writing one about inserting the pin, but other than that, we're just going to keep cutting. Now I'm on this one that actually is going to ask me for a scoring tool and for my pen. So again, you can see here, oh, this actually has foil on it. I didn't realize that was foil. Okay, so I'm going to load my scoring stylus and I'm going to load my foil transfer. Okay, so that the foil one just goes right in where our cutting blade was. So I'm just going to insert that in and close the clamp. We are going to do this on this color. Okay, and then it's telling me to load the scoring stylus in clamp A. So I'm just going to push that down there, and you probably don't really need one. It's a very small scoring, but it just helps it fold, bend a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to let that go. Okay, and you'll see my machine stopped, but it doesn't have the unload one blinking. So it's saying set up for next step, you don't want to remove the mat or unload it. So I'm just going to load in my black pen. So I'm going to take the scoring stylus out. I'm going to put the pin in and kind of push it down until it clicks, close it, and then push the C light that's blinking. Okay, so again, it's blinking, so it's telling me to not unload my mat. So we're going to add some foil over the top. It's over this one, so we're going to add it over on this side. Take some of this and cut some off. Okay, so I'm going to lay that over where that's going to go. The one thing which I should have done first is actually moved this one, because sometimes the tape can rip up the edge of that. But since it's an underneath thing, I'm not overly worried. But I should have also moved it down so you can get up here into where that thing is. Honestly, I didn't even pay attention that it was foil. I thought it was a pen. So, but you can always change it to a pen too if you don't have foil. But I'm going to put this up on the top here. Do not have this taped very well down. Okay, and then I always go to the opposite side and place that. On this side, I'm going to kind of move it up a little bit. So you do want tape on all four sides and as flat as you can. and as tight as we can get it. Okay, so we got that on, so we're just gonna click our blinking C there. Okay, you'll see that stopped and it's telling me to remove my foil and then to insert the fine point blade. I'm going to take my pen out too. I'll try gently so it doesn't pull. Over there. Okay. Throw that away, and then I'm going to take out my foil blade and put back in my fine point housing. And again, everything without unloading this mat. And then I'm going to click the C light again for it to keep cutting. And there's our foil. That just adds some shine. Again, like I said, you can change the foil to draw or pen so that you can use a pen if you don't have that foil. Okay, so now we have all our pieces, so we're just going to put it together. You can use your favorite adhesive. I have glue dots, I have tacky glue, glue stick, double-sided, glue pen, whatever you like. Some of the smaller things, I like different things. So the first one, we're just going to stick this one together because it's super quick. I'm just going to put some foam dots on the back just so it pops up a little bit, but definitely do whatever you like. Okay, and then the score lines are right in there. So this is going to go on the front, and then that is going to come around the back. So on this one, use some double-sided tape here. And glue that on. Okay, so now our lollipop will just stick in there, and this is going to come around. Might actually cut. Okay, and then I'm going to tape the front and the back together. You can use foam dots for this part too if you want it to stick up a little bit. Okay, so there you go. There's one. Cute, easy. Now let's work on our little gnome here. Okay, so there's the same thing on the front and the back. So I'm just gonna start gluing things on. So now we are going to glue him up here. I'm actually going to use a glue dot for this one. So he sticks up a little bit there. And this guy got lots of glue on him, didn't I? Okay, we'll do him in a minute. So that our lollipop's gonna go in here. Okay, and so now that I'm done, I'm gonna actually fold it kind of right at the bottom lines there, right below those feet. Okay, just so it pops up a little bit. Okay, so this one's a little bit thicker, this guy, so I'm going to use some foam dots to hold it together. And we're gonna close him together. Okay, so there you have it. Isn't he so cute? I'm gonna put my other one on the back side, or you don't have to put on the butterfly. So there's the two cute little lollipop holders that you can make and give out, or you can find any that you like over at Creative Fabrica or in Cricut Access or on other sites, and have fun. Okay, thanks so much for stopping by.